This was a close game. Can you talk about that, like what you liked and what you didn't like in this game?
Well, like I said before, we had to do a better job of contesting. They shot the ball pretty well from threes. They made 11 threes, 50% from the three-point line. Also, we're getting better every day. We are a young team, of course, and I thought that we could have did some things differently. We could have definitely free throws. We only shot. We missed seven. We was 14 for 21. Missed seven free throws. Of course, we can't win many ball games, and we had 21 turnovers. So that's to me was the key of the game: turnovers and also missing the free throws. But like I said, as a young team, and that's why we come to good tournaments like this to get better each and every time out. And I think that we'll learn from it and we'll get better going forward.
You guys are so evenly matched. Was the scouting report accurate on this one?
Actually, we didn't actually do much of it, but actually I thought that they shot the ball extremely well. I mean, I know that there was a good ball club. They play very aggressive. They strong. That we knew going in, But the way they shot the ball, it's a little bit surprising. I mean, they shoot it. I knew they shoot it pretty well, but they shot extremely well this evening.
And you guys seem to move the ball pretty well inside. You happy with that? And I'd like to ask Justin. I mean, that was pretty talented. I saw you switch hands, and it was smooth. Talk about that a little bit. I mean, that's something you have to practice, or is it just natural?
I don't really practice one-hand stuff like that. It just happens in the game. It's just that I felt like I should go to my other side, so I just went.
And Julian, you guys are brothers, right?
Yeah.
So you guys practice together still? Or, tell us about your relationship and how that translates to the team chemistry.
I mean, we work out together all the time, but we have like different styles of play. So when he works on certain stuff, I work on different stuff, and like what he works on, what I work on, like complement each other. So when he makes a mistake, I pick up for him. I make a mistake, he picks up for me.
And you got to give us an example because we don't watch you, we don't have the opportunity to see you guys. So give us an example of that.
I'm more of a 3-point shooter. Like I'm usually catch and shoot. So if I catch and shoot, he always goes and gets the rebound. So or if he goes to the basket and goes for a shot or something, I get the rebound. We know when we're going to shoot or go to the basket.
Deshaun, tell us about your game. What did you like? What do you want to work on?
Well, I have to work on my free throws. I missed a lot of free throws that counted at the end. If I didn't mean my free throws would have been up by 5 or 6 points. That was a big difference in the game.
Well, what I was looking at, I thought you guys had a pretty high percentage, but you mentioned it, right, Coach? I mean, what was your percentage?
14 for 21. We missed 7 free throws, and I think that was the key. We lose by 1, you make 3 of those free throws. I mean, there we goes the ball game. And little things that we'll work on going forward, of course, So that's important. And the 21 turnovers, actually, that was the Achilles heel. I mean, you're not going to win many ball games turning the ball over 21 times.
Tell us about the last few seconds of the game. It looked like both coaches, teams were yelling at the refs. You run out of time?
I thought that there was more time on the clock. I thought it was 7.5 seconds, and unfortunately mistakes do happen, and the timekeeper stopped the clock. Of course, in high school it continues, of course. And I wish it would have continued because they would have been the 5-second call. I thought we had them right where we wanted them. And then, but anyway, it happened, and I thought that, they made the call. They gave us 2.5 seconds, and that's what it was.
And what about that technical? What was that about?
Well, the referee warned us, and I think that, it's a lesson to be learned. Like I said, that we'll do the little things to make us better, of course. That was a crucial part of the game. We're working in a practice, by the way. We blow the whistle, you stop playing, and we stop shooting the ball, and eventually it's going to hurt us, and it probably did. And Justin was the culprit of that, and it probably did. So he'll learn from it, of course, going forward. I mean, I'm not going to point one thing at a game, of course, but it was a crucial point of the game. Down by 1 or something like that, we shoot a 1-on-1 situation. They come down, we miss. They come down, hit 2 of them, and then they hit a 3 right after that. So that's a 5-point swing. So there goes kind of the ball game at the end of the game. We can't do that. We can't allow that to happen. But like I said, I'm going to continue to reiterate that. We stay together and playing, through these things. I think we're going to get better as time goes on.
So everybody saw you do that, Justin, and your teammates let you have it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or some of them did. Tell us about that. Is that how it works?
Well, to start off, it was my fault. I should have been listening closely. Should have tongue the ball after the whistle was blown. That was my fault. But yeah, my team let me have it. It was like just be a better listener and get better at it. So that'd be better.
How can you improve moving on?
by correcting the mistakes that we just take care of the basketball, number one. Number two, continue to work on our free throws. Those are little things that I think that, in defending and be a little bit more aggressive. Of course, on the defensive end, more patient on the offensive end. So again, those are little things that we will continue to work on in practice to get us better going forward. I think that's important. More discipline on the offensive end.
I think we have one more question.
So I'm going to pull back up the technical thing
Okay.
about Justin. Do you think it was a stupid technical, or do you think it was the right call?
It was, even though it was against me, it was the right call. He did warn me a couple of times throughout the game, and it really made a good call.
Okay, I just thought of something else. Anybody committed? You said you were warm for Coffin. Or no, I'm sorry, it was somebody else. Anybody committed here? Anybody getting some offers already? Or is it too early?
They don't have. Well, they have a lot of offers. They've none of them committed, and I think that they're all juniors, and I'm blessed to have all these guys. And Justin and Julian's got a lot of offers, and that's going to just continue to rise. And Tyshawn's continue to play the way he's playing. He'll have some offers going forward, and I think that we have a young class that they'll be ringing my phone soon.
Well, and last question, promise. You guys, your brothers, you're playing. Obviously, you grew up playing. Would you like to go to the same college and play, or is that a goal?
Yeah.
I want to be with him throughout college.
Well, they've been together all their lives. They're actually twins. They just don't look today, because one took a haircut, the other one left his hair. So they're actually twins. But I don't see whoever grabs them is going to have the 1-2 punch, because they would definitely, I think, will be going together to college or university, hopefully.
All right. Anybody else? Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Have a good game.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Very entertaining.
Thank you.